Okay, guys. Get my coffee in real quick, and I'll talk to you. It's very important. The coffee is. I know everybody starts off on YouTube with all this excitement, like they're going to become something huge. But think about that. Do you really want that? Deep down inside, is that something you really, really want? Do you want to be constantly watching over your shoulder to make sure nobody's coming at you? Because, you know, if you get too famous on YouTube, blah, 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 you gotta move somewhere that's really remote and quiet and away from the public so nobody sees you. And if you don't, with the first, million you make, we will put you in a whole different tax bracket. So don't spend it right away. Half of that's gotta go taxes right away, gone. So if you look at your money and go, I made $1 million this year. No, you didn't. You made $500,000. Because half of that goes straight to government for taxes. That's so hard. These kids that have to walk home from school, really sad. Anyway, you start off go to a different tax bracket. Right off the jump. When you break 100,000, that's it. You're in a whole different tax bracket, and unless you have a I think LLC, a charity that you're going to start up, is all gone to the government right away. That's why so many YouTubers and stuff, people that have money, will automatically right away, as soon as they start making money, get a charity going of some kind. Me, I didn't get famous enough to start one, but I did join a charity just while I was trying to get started on here. And it is gone. It has got huge now. It was, just a few hundred thousand people in the entire world. But now it's like everywhere. No Child Hungry. I was big into that. I did fundraisers for it. I would make home baked food and sell it for a few bucks here and there to send into them so that they would be able to go around and do their charity better. And now it's enormously huge. It's like, and I was super excited when I found Misfits Market. That is an amazing thing. You can get all this food that was going to be just trashed anyway because it grew funny or whatever, or the machine cut it wrong, but it's still food that can be eaten. I got off topic again. Stop, let me do that. Don't let me do it anymore. The topic is getting big on YouTube. Do not try to go too fast. It costs more now than it did when I started. I think it was like 20 years ago when I started. And in total, I haven't put more than $500 into this channel, and that's probably why I didn't make it. Well, no, that's not true, because, well, the amount is true, but the reason I didn't make it big is because of what I went through. I lost my motivation after that happened. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you gotta go back through my video. You might find one that says what it was. But because of that, I kind of lost my motivation. Because I realized how much of my time was being taken away from my children to do this, and I don't want to be that mom. There's enough moms on YouTube and other social media platforms that do that, and I don't want to be that mom ever. Never did. Never ever. But now my kids are old enough to try to do their own, and I'm all for it for them, as long as they don't lose the sight of what they wanted to do in the first place. I gotta get their idea boards back together so they can start filling them back out again, so they know what they're, and they can always go back and look at it and go, you know what, I got off topic there. I wanted to do this, and now I'm doing this. This is not a good one. This one here is going to end up being bad. This one that's where I was going. That's what I want to do. And then they'll be able to stick to their plan better, and as they get older, they can tweak it, of course, but you don't want to stray too far from it. Whereas mine's always been focused on children. You know, teaching them how to read, write, do math, and the basic, you know, you get what I'm saying. And teaching them that life is more fun than they actually get to have because of the amount of knowledge that we're pushing into their little heads at all times, and it's not fair for them. It's really not fair. So if you're a parent or you're a young person getting ready to start on this, parents, listen up. The sooner you get your kids involved, the better, because they'll understand what goes into it and what can and can't be done online. Other, you know, certain things are not good to do. Others are okay. And it goes across platforms. Like Clapper, I catch people on there all the time trying to do things that should be on OnlyFans and only on OnlyFans if they're going to do it. And it really upsets me because they're so young. A lot of them are young, real young. Like, real young. And they should not be doing those kind of things. You know, I miss Flip. Flip is a good one. But unfortunately, things happened and they had to shut down. I guess they weren't making money or something. I don't know. They jumped in too fast. They thought they were going to do better by doing large payouts to people, and that kind of messed them up altogether. They have people on there that are doing the same thing that they do on all the other platforms, and not all their views were legit. Not all their subscribers were legit, which happens on a lot of platforms. I've never done that. No intention. What I didn't like was on any of the platforms where it's like a follow for follow. You follow me, I follow you, which in the end kind of works out, but like on YouTube, it won't work that well. Because if I did a follow for follow, I would have probably a few million people, but that's not how the algorithm really works on YouTube. It is the watch hours, watch time too. That's what you get paid for, is the watch time, because it means people are engaged into the platform itself more than just clicking on it and getting off. Because the algorithm knows what it needs. And in order for it to stay making money, in order to pay the people on there the money, they have to make sure they regulate how much they're paying out and for what reason. Like, what did I actually do to earn that dollar, whatever, 50 cents? What I do to earn that? I don't know. They would have to know. And in order for them to know is the algorithm. That's how it works. Think of the algorithm as the annoying little sibling that tells your parents about everything that you do or don't do and gets you in trouble all the time. That's the algorithm. You're not going to jail, but they're very disappointed in you. That's, yeah. And I know you guys get tired of hearing me talk. You don't ever watch the videos all the way through anyway, so I guess I could stop talking here. And or I could just do some gibberish, and it would still count as my time. But I don't feel like it. I really don't. I got my thoughts out for now. I'm sure tomorrow I'll have more. Once I sleep on it a little bit, if I get any sleep, because my kids don't sleep. They're sleeping now. It's daytime. Not healthy at all. Anyway, So I'm gonna go because you guys didn't listen anyway. You didn't have your hearing ears on, your learning ears, your listening ears, whatever they call it. So I'm gonna let you go, so you don't have to hear my voice anymore because you're not listening anyway. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, be smart about this. Bye.